Hootie Hoo Glamour Girls, it's Sam here with a quick reminder that we are going on tour. That's right, a podcast can go on tour to Now I've Seen Everything. We are going mid-August to mid-September, and we are going to Boston, Philadelphia, DC, Minneapolis, Chicago, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, California. So if you live in any of those cities, get tickets now. You can go to our Instagram bio. The link is linktree.com/StraightioLab. We are so excited to see you all out there on the damn road. We're road dogs now. Okay, enjoy the episode. XOXO, Sam.
This is a special live recording of StraightioLab. Please welcome your hosts, George and Sam.
Oh my God. Hi.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay, well,
Live show starts now.
Okay. Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow. Welcome to Breakout Session B.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear what your ideas are for Synergy this quarter.
If for anyone listening at home, you know, what we're referencing is that we're in a hotel, I would say event space.
Conference room.
Well, it's not, I would say it's Breakout Session B.
Sorry, you're right. I don't have as much experience in business as you.
Breakout Session B. We're not at C yet. Like, it's definitely one of the better ones, but it's not the main one.
This is crazy. The way that this space creates like a serious energy, it is scary to me.
Also, again, not to call anyone out.
No. We love everyone.
But there is overhead lighting.
Wait, there's a what?
The overhead lighting, which we're not used to. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a little Severance on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah. And just for the record, we're trying to lean into...
Oh yeah, we're wearing branded caps. I don't know if anyone can tell. If we don't leave this festival during a double strike with an overall deal at the very least showtime, we are going to be very pissed.
Yeah, we're worth it. We have these, we have these.
Yeah. And by the way, this is a joke.
We would never do this. We would never... I haven't put this on
costume.
once yet.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, it's drag even.
Yeah, I don't want anyone... Yeah. It's drag. It's this season of All Stars specifically, in the sense that it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God! No offense to the Canadian winner.
We're disrespectful.
Who we love actually.
Do we?
I do. Okay. How do we feel about Jimbo? Yeah, I love Jimbo. Sam hates Jimbo. I didn't know.
No, there's a lot of space between love and hate.
Totally.
I feel just like medium about Jimbo.
Oh.
Look, we're not a drag race vibe.
I'm sorry.
This is so crazy. You're panicking and you're bringing up drag race.
Well, no.
No, you're like, they hate me. What do gay people talk about?
Okay, anyone read any good books lately?
No, we're loving Canada.
We are
Feels
loving
Incredible. The vibes are immaculate.
And we're not even kidding. I'm like, when I'm in the Hilton, that's international waters, of course. But then when I step out and I'm in Montreal, I'm like, bonjour.
Yeah. No, a woman this morning actually said bonjour to me, and guess what? I said it back.
Yeah.
She said,
yeah.
And coming from someone that took Spanish in high school, that was really difficult.
Mm-hmm. I've also, when someone says Montreal, I'll say it's Montreal. And it's very American, I think, to say bonjour with a lot of confidence, but then have nothing else to back it up. You're like, bonjour, and then they start speaking to you in French. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that when
I was being cute.
I did say bonjour back with glee, but then I went to the coffee shop where you just order iced coffee. It was on the menu as iced coffee, and I was like, that one? And it's like, you can just say iced coffee.
Yeah. Also, there does need to be an international UN tribunal on... We need to get coffee standardized across the globe. Do you agree?
100%. 100%.
You never know what you're going to get. I've actually had a pretty good experience so far here, but you really never know when someone's going to whip out whipped cream for no reason.
I want to say there is like a power imbalance between the two of us here.
Why?
Because you took French in high school and, in fact, AP French. And you were hiding that And you actually did well on the exam, and you were hiding that.
Okay, first of all,
You did well on the exam, and you're
first of
hiding
all,
that.
I don't know what AP is because I actually went to high school in Europe, and we didn't have that. But I did take the French SAT subject test.
That's it.
And I did do very well on it. But I have forgotten all. I genuinely could not parse a single word of French if someone spoke to me. Although someone said recharger, and I was like, well, I know what that is, recharge. Right? Okay.
Can I just say, I'm kind of confused on the level of commitment. Not to be like, I know it's like hack to be like a dumb American guy.
No, it's actually original.
But it's like, I am confused on the level of commitment to French in this particular place and time, where it's sort of like
in Montreal.
Yeah. I am confused on the commitment because some people are so committed, and some people couldn't care less.
Right. Well, at the Hilton, no one cares. At the Hilton, if you speak French, they're like, get out of here.
And yet, in some places,
I feel like it's pretty French, no?
well, I feel like it's pretty French, no?
No?
That's
I'm even like...
that's that SAT French coming out.
Yeah. That was my answer to the essay portion, was pretty French, no?
This is very SAT, no?
Do you mean like... I guess you mean that when we went to Le Stade, the gay bar that we went to last night, the bartender spoke to us in English with a sort of American accent.
Yeah, and it's sort of like, I'm like, when you're in a foreign country, you want to like commit a little bit, and you want to be like, okay, like I'm gonna do it as best I can. And here it's very much like, well, I'm not gonna do it the best I can if you guys don't really care.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Also, we keep blaming ourselves. He was like, it's cash only. We went to the ATM, it didn't work. We were like, well, it's our fault. We should go back to America. It turns out the ATM was broken. So
no, we were so respectful. He was like, it doesn't work, and we were like, maybe it's our cards, both of our cards.
Yeah. Okay, where's Grimes? Is she here? We need to discuss the fallout of Grimes going to McGill. I feel like the entire Montreal for me is mostly about Grimes going to McGill.
The thing is, we need to talk about Montreal in 2009 specifically.
Yeah.
And what that did to everyone today.
Yeah, you guys were indie music.
And then what?
Yeah, what happened? It's like Grimes graduated, and then you're like, don't rest on your laurels, is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Who's the new Grimes? Who was the last Montreal-based musician that hit it big? Catronata. But see, that was Grimes' era, I feel. Like, that was like, right?
George, you're being so mean to them.
Arcade Fire even before Grimes. What?
You're being so rude to them.
Why?
They're like, this is our favorite singer.
I love Catronata.
Oh, I love her. She's my favorite Canadian artist.
Yeah, I guess my favorite Montreal-based artist is Azealia Banks.
Yeah. It's a tie between Azealia Banks and Lady Gaga.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Montreal tapes. We'll never forget them.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. She's a French language singer. People forget that. It was actually originally art pop when she released that. Art pop.
No, that was good. It's just the French doesn't speak to me yet. I don't have the ear for it yet.
I feel like you are so like worried about the French element.
No, I'm so fine. No, I do think this is something I panic in both directions.
Totally.
And where I'm like, okay, try really hard. And it's like, stop it. You're being disrespectful. And it's like, don't try at all. And it's like, shut up. You're being so rude. And so I kind of feel like I
You're
can't
the
win.
other American archetype because there's like the loud, stupid American, just like drooling, but also yelling. And then there's the other archetype that's like the liberal, progressive, wants to be good American. That's like stopping everyone on the street and being like, am I appropriating your culture? You can say if I am.
Is it appropriate if I say bonjour?
Yeah. Bonjour, no offense. Like, that's you ordering coffee this morning. But I think you're doing a really good job.
Thank you, yeah.
I think everyone assumes you're French.
Well, French-Canadian, hopefully.
Well, French-Canadian, of course. What else is going on?
What else is going on?
Yeah, well, we went to the gay bars.
We went to the gay bars.
We went to Le Stade. And then another one that we don't know. Is Le Stade considered good? We liked it, to be clear. But is that one of the good ones? Or did we just like Google and then click the first one that came up and think it was funny that it was called Le Stade?
Loaded question.
Loaded question. Would you say Le Stud is more like indie or mainstream? Older.
Yeah, we got that vibe.
But okay, but we loved everyone there.
No, they were our family.
They were our family. Specifically our grandfathers.
No, George was a really good sport about it because
I was having a time.
no, because you hate old people.
Right. Well, I'm very ageist, and that's a big part of my act. Is I say, if you're old, get out.
Yeah, the door's right there.
Yeah, no one gets up. But sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, I feel like it was like, well, it's sort of like an eagle-y, like New York leather
Yes,
vibe.
leathery vibe.
Which can be kind of fun. I enjoy it. And you were a very good sport. And you were like, this is cute.
Once again, me being a good sport, I was having fun.
You were like, it's random, but fun.
I liked it. I think it's very fun that everyone's constantly gambling.
That's true.
It's like how we have looking at our phones. In Montreal, they have gambling.
Yeah.
Like you're just like on a slot machine.
I would argue it's
I'd be
healthier.
playing Wordle or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I think it is healthier. I think they have better body image because they're gambling all the time instead of looking at Instagram.
100%. I think there should be more, just like bigger. We're looking at small screens too much, and we need to look at larger screens, I guess is all I'm saying. Do you agree?
I 100% agree. I think looking at your phone is toxic, but looking at your computer is healthy.
I also think there need to be pinball machines pretty much in every room, just so you can have something to do if you're bored.
You know what it is? We're trying to teach like abstinence only when it comes to tech, and we actually need to teach healthy ways to interact with it.
Genius.
And it's like the condom is the desktop computer.
Yes. And the dental dam is the pinball machine.
Exactly.
Okay, the other thing about Le Stud is that they were, a lot of times at gay bars, they will play porn on TVs.
You guys probably don't know this.
Like, for anyone here, who's traditionally married with children, sometimes they'll play gay porn and it's like, oh, how fun, how sort of a throwback to a different era.
Yeah.
Last night, the porn they were playing was like too hot to the point where I'm like, okay, how do I react to this? My eyes kept going up at it. I'm like, you have to play ironic vintage porn that's like grainy, so it just creates a vibe. You can't be doing something where I'm like, it's more interesting than what my friend was saying. Not you, it's more interesting than what's going on in front of me.
I was saying some really awesome stuff last night.
You were.
For the record.
True.
I was making some amazing observations.
Yeah, it's true. You were like, everyone here is French, but also not French.
Okay, that's a good point.
It's true. It's true. Well, we're sort of pointing to Montreal as a liminal space, not to use a sort of cliche word, where it's like, it's both America and Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. People are clapping. People are applauding.
Clapping. Everyone is just standing there. Wow.
Yeah. No, I thought it was kind of nice that you were getting horny by the porn.
Yeah, I had a visible erection. I had to be kicked out of the bar by all the daddies. They were like, listen, we've seen a lot, and this is not, we've never seen this. Okay, wait, we need to address one more thing.
Yeah, please.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
There was something I wanted to bring up, but I don't know if it's appropriate. So actually, you can
Okay,
go.
then bring it up when Robby's here.
Okay.
Okay, I want to address the fact that it is 12:30 p.m. on a Thursday.
Thank you for bringing that up. This whole trip, we were like, we will be on vacation.
Yeah.
So I kind of kept even telling people our show is on Saturday. Because why would a show be at 12:30 on a Thursday?
I mean, I was like, at first when I saw 12:30, I was like, oh, random, but surely it's a weekend. And until this morning, I hadn't digested that it was a Thursday. But then they were like, this show sold really well, and actually it's like a lot of normal, non-industry normal people came. And I was like, so does anyone that listens to our podcast have a job?
No, we're performing exclusively for broke ass
I kind of
bitches.
want to know, is anyone here on their lunch break?
Whoa.
Wow. So we really have a hard out.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Are you guys checking Slack? Did you lie about not? A lot of people are nodding. That you lie. People think you're out to get a Montreal bagel with a side of poutine.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that.
Because guess what? Our listeners, they are just punk rock enough to have a desk job but lie about their lunch break.
I'm also like, okay, is this the difference between Canada and America? Is Canada chiller with lunch breaks?
Well, that's the Europe coming out. The Europe jumped out.
The Europe jumped out.
You're like, I'm going to take all of August off because I have to go to a podcast recording.
It's a really long lunch.
It's a really long lunch. And it's at the DoubleTree at Hilton.
Wow. I had forgotten where we were.
Yeah.
Look at that
Take
space.
a second to honor
I want
the
you guys to
space.
look at that space. That is so powerful.
Yeah.
The circles, come on.
The aesthetics of hotel rugs, someone should do an art show where it's like found art, framed hotel rugs. It would sell. I'm telling you, Larry Gagosian, if you're listening, this is your time.
No, I love that you.
Thank you.
No, I love a Larry Gagosian shout out.
Well, you know, it's an arts festival.
For crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Comedy is art, actually.
Comedy is art. Well,
yeah, and this was programmed by Larry
comedy
Gagosian.
is art, especially at the DoubleTree. Should we like bring in our guest?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Normally people would be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
But I think that was the Europe jumping out.
Yeah. Well, the Europe was coming out because in Europe they sort of like nod.
Yeah.
Rather than clapping. Wooing is it's too obvious.
It's very American.
Yeah. In Europe they'll just be like, oh.
Well,
Okay. Well, we were sent a list of people that would be that were at the festival, and we were told you can have your pick of the litter.
yeah, they said name a name.
Literally
It's
name
yours.
a name. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel,
Jimmy Corden.
Chelsea Handler. And we were like, how perfect to have a Canadian icon do our Canadian debut show.
Yeah.
One of our favorite episodes of all time, where Robby's straight topic was society when she did our podcast for the first time. And I think we all learned quite a bit.
So please, without further ado, welcome to the stage,
Robby Hoffman!
And now we're going to retire to the chairs.
Whatever.
Wow.
What was it? Society?
It was society, yeah.
I happen to be one of the greatest podcast guests of all time.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen me on this circuit?
It really is true.
I mean, the way that you confidently drink that water before speaking, I was like, that's a pro.
You know, I've been doing this now 2 years, okay? And you get to learn a bit. I
Yeah.
love this. Oh.
I mean, you, again, for everyone at home, Robby, I would say, sitting like a rapper would.
I do have rapper mentality
Yeah.
and rapper vibes because the thing is like, I know all of you grew up rich, and my story is that I'm the only one who grew up poor. Nobody else was grown up poor but me. And
I've never heard of. I didn't know that you could grow up poor.
Yeah, exactly. But the luxury of growing up poor and having money now is I could like flex out. Like if I was in like a green Lamborghini, you'd be like, okay, Robby Hoffman. But if you grew up rich, you can't be in a green Lambo. You got to be in a Prius. You got to be with a bus
Yeah.
pass. You got to be with this. You got to keep it low. But I keep it rapper. I'm going to be chained out. I show up like this. I do what I want when I want. It's one of the greatest privileges of growing up poor. It's really the only one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like especially in an environment like this, you can really lean into that. You can be like, oh, I have to do a hard 6 to 7 minutes. I'm doing 25.
Oh, yeah. I told her, they said, oh, you know, do you want the clock tonight for your show? I said, no.
And can I just
What
say,
are you gonna do? I'm already on stage. You're gonna cut a queer young woman? That's it. You're gonna silence? You're gonna silence? I'll Me Too this whole fucking festival. I don't give a shit. Okay. I'll say he raped me and he raped me. What are you gonna say?
Wow.
They did. They did. You don't believe me? Believe women. What people forget about gay men is they're still men.
Yeah.
Such an important.
No, they won't let us forget that.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, I want to say I appreciated the seating style because I've actually been we're a podcast about a podcast, of course, and I've been seeing like the most viral TikToks ever are of people sitting as weird as possible and doing a podcast. I think people are so desperate to project a casualness
Oh, really?
that they're giving themselves back problems because they want to project something so deeply casual.
See, I wouldn't even consider myself to be a casual individual. I'm quite formal. I have a decorum. I have a 1930s air about me. So I'm sitting like this, but at the same time, I like a tablecloth.
Right.
Huh. I
Do you
love that.
understand? Like,
Yeah.
listen,
Well,
to
'cause you're-
date me is a privilege,
Yeah.
okay? And my girlfriend right now, listen, you don't think I bought a small country house an hour and a half from my house? Wake up, okay? And we're still setting it up. So I have a coffee table where we're eating on. I don't just put the plate on the table, clank, clank. I lay a little cloth down. And it creates an air. So even though I'm casual, I'm also formal. It's a nuance. You understand nuance? Okay, it's not black and white. That's what they
Robbie,
need.
I want to point to the fact that you said my girlfriend right now.
I'm sure she loves being referred to that way.
Does she enjoy the sort of threat of you going away at all times?
No, I meant like right now in our lives, we just did this. Don't don't twist my shit. Sick of this shit. 12:30 fucking Thursday.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so we're talking
And I never wear sweatpants.
Yeah.
Say this was at 5, I wouldn't be in these. But it's like a sandal. You know, a sandal for me is you're on a boat.
Right.
Okay.
There's no. If you have a sandal, what you have galoshes on? What are?
It's raining.
No.
Incorrect. Leave.
Sandals? Yeah. Sandals is a boat. Shorts is a boat.
So you would never wear a nice leather sandal.
That's an oxymoron. Nice.
A nice leather. I think you could even.
Nobody needs to see a man's toes or a dyke's toes.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Robbie,
I get
wait.
that.
So you're arguing for nuance. But it's either sandals or you're on a boat
Yes,
or no
I'm
sandals
black
at
and
all.
white and I'm nuanced.
Wow.
It's everything.
That's the real
And you're not going to
binary.
like my topic today either.
Oh God.
What's your topic?
Wait, we can't get into it yet.
We won't get into it, but I don't think you're going to be happy.
Well, we have to rush into our first.
Let's do our first segment.
Okay,
Oh, we have
so Robbie,
segments.
talk about nuance.
Will you introduce it? You're
Yes, our
so
first
good at it.
segment is it's called Straight Shooters, and in this segment we
They're taking a picture. Okay, go ahead.
and in this and in this segment we gauge your familiarity with and complicity in straight culture by asking you a series
What's that? Complicity?
Robbie. Tighten your sandals.
Okay, go ahead. Go
tablecloth
ahead.
on.
Say the sentence slow and clearly.
We are basically asking you a series of completely nonsensical rapid-fire questions where
Oh,
you have
good.
to choose one thing or another thing, and the one rule is you can't ask any follow-up questions about how the game works. You have to enter a
break rules.
dreamlike state of play, and if you exit it for even 1 second, you will be kicked out of conference room C.
Yeah, we've already
Silencing
demoted it
women.
to conference room C.
Do you see what gay men have been doing? Slowly but surely. Go ahead.
Women had more rights before we started this show
I
than they
agree.
do now. Okay, Sam, take it away.
Okay, Robbie. Giving compliments.
Wait, can I have a sip of water?
I mean, I guess on a technicality we'll allow that.
Well, it was a question though, so
Yeah, but she's queer.
And I stopped right before. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Okay.
Hit me.
Robbie,
Yes.
giving compliments to the chef or wishing them nothing short of death?
I don't know what compliments to the chef is.
So death.
I mean,
You gotta go death on that
Yeah.
one.
is it just a saying like this is perfect?
Compliments to the chef is like,
You broke your own rule. You took my bait.
Yeah, you're supposed to yell at her.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
yeah,
already,
you're supposed.
I'm already like, I'm
Can I
shaking.
say something about this? Can I say something
I'm being
about
domed
this?
in my own podcast.
This
and
is
guess what?
insane.
No, you can't.
Can I say something
No.
about
Next
this?
question.
There
Next
are people.
question.
There
Robbie.
are people who have dinner at a house. This is what really irks me. Like, fine, I hated my
People,
mother's
if
cooking.
you are having dinner at a
I
house,
know,
This,
I-
you're
See-
pissing her off.
help.
I hated my mother's cooking growing up, but God bless, she cooked every day. Okay, and sometimes I go to somebody's house where a mother cooks or somebody cooks. It's typically a mother, and people will sit down and they don't give a massive compliment to the person. I immediately, I don't care if it's dog shit. I go, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. I don't understand.
true. People have to
People will wait halfway to a
Yeah.
meal and they'll only say thank you if I do it. I have to start the tray. And then they go, it's lovely, thank you. It's like, the bitch was up here all day doing this shit for you. It's like, what does it take to use a little words?
So you don't understand the phrase compliments to the chef because to you it is so inherent that you would never even have that phrase.
Well, at a restaurant, I don't see what's
Well, at a
doing.
restaurant, the chef is a man. He doesn't need compliments.
Yeah.
Unless
and
he's a mother.
he's not coming to the table. But
that's why you have
if
to
you're
give
at
the
somebody's
compliment.
house
You
for
have to-
dinner,
you
they're
have to s-
serving.
Yeah. Also, by the way, what a sick power move. It's like, bring him here. He's in the middle of his job, by the way.
Yeah.
He's literally dying. And bring him here so that I can performatively compliment
And it's
him.
multiple people. We've seen this show. It's not one chef.
That's right. It's multiple.
It's a community. It
we
takes
know
a
some
village.
of them.
Yeah. Okay, next
Okay,
question.
next
That was
question.
quick.
And by the way, I'm deciding it's time for the next question.
You have to make men think it's their idea, so sure.
Robby, having an analog watch or being a digital creator?
Analog to the day I die.
Okay, Robby, selling your soul to the devil or buying Cartier to go up a level?
Cartier. I love Cartier.
Exploiting your workforce or oversharing about your divorce?
Exploiting your workforce.
Yeah, you gotta.
You
Nobody
have
wants
to.
to work.
In this economy.
Nobody wants to work. I mean, rent is so expensive. You're not exploiting. You can't pay it. Okay, Robby, mourning the loss of your childhood innocence or sucking the cocks of your sluttiest Insta friends?
Ooh.
You know what? I still have my childlike innocence. I'm either 7 or 73.
That's nuance.
Yeah, that's where I live. I'm either those two ages. So no, I haven't mourned anything, and I haven't done the other one either.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't sucked a cock of your Insta friends
No,
recently?
I don't have any Insta friends. Move on.
Oh, that's the problem with that. Okay.
What's an Insta friends? A follower?
It's a friend on
That's a
Instagram.
friend on Instagram.
No.
Someone you...
Someone who posts close
No.
friend stories and you respond with the
Yeah.
fire.
yeah.
I don't have a close friend story.
Oh. That's confidence. You're saying if I want people to see something, everyone can see it.
Yeah, of course. I don't like anyone on there.
Yeah.
Well, I value my private life, so
Same.
Good. Well, why? What's going on in your private life? You have a boyfriend?
maybe.
Okay, here's the
Okay,
key.
wait. Diagnosing
You're
your...
using protection because I know the gays are getting crazy again.
Oh, yeah, protection.
I'm worried sick about you. I hear it bubbling up. I don't
Yeah.
want to know.
Has that
but I
made
hear
it to your community?
Yeah, the prep and everything. Get
Yeah.
it together.
Yeah.
Get it together.
You feel like prep
Wow.
is not
You need more
valid.
than prep.
You,
Oh, what do you want to be on
analog.
medication the rest of your life? What does it take? A condom pull out. Be normal. Come on.
Okay. So Robby's message to gay men is be normal. Come on.
Okay.
And by the way, cosign ultimately.
I'm going to have to push back on that one a little bit.
Okay. Sam is such a social justice warrior.
they will not use a condom for fuck's sake. And we're doing PSAs in school. It's like all for naught. It's like they're not
Okay.
using them.
Okay. Are
So
you
we need a
using
different thing.
dental dams, Robbie?
No, but it's not the same
Well,
thing.
No, it is, and I won that argument.
I think PrEP and birth control are the same thing. I think men should be using condoms in all
Okay,
facets
wait.
so that
And
women
women
don't
should
do,
not be on birth control.
No, if they
Okay.
don't want to be. No.
Well, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no one's forcing them.
A lot of that people force them, men. Believe me, because they don't want to wear condoms.
I would say I agree.
Okay?
All right.
I
You're
know what's
twisting
happening
this.
in every sexual community.
Suddenly,
Not just dyke world. I know what's happening in your shit and in your shit.
Wow, the walls of Contradiction B
Okay,
have
and
never
I'm
heard
telling
such
you,
filth.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to be sweet about it. This is what we're calling tough love, and we need to bring it back. Okay, you're being
believe-
unsafe, and let's figure it out.
I can't believe you twisted gay men be normal into being about like a feminist argument about
That's what
men
I do.
forcing women to
That's
do
what I do. Okay, and I'm not. The problem with me, and I wish, is I'm never wrong somehow.
Unbelievable.
It's really an issue.
Unbelievable.
Diagnosing yourself with ADHD or microdosing and forgetting about your meeting at 3.
Both. ADHD is for kids. I don't want to hear that you're a grown up with ADHD.
Yeah.
Just please leave
You
me
grow
alone.
out of it, you're saying?
Yeah.
You don't have nothing. Shut up. Read a book.
Yeah, get a job, then you won't have
It's
ADHD.
something.
Okay,
Go to
yeah.
Russia. Okay,
Oh,
go to
that's
go
a
to,
good-
go to an
that's
internment
You know,
camp,
that's a great
and then
cure
tell
for-
me how your ADHD is.
Yeah.
At the internment camp in Russia.
That could maybe work for your gay problem too.
Okay, what was the other thing? The microdosing?
Yeah, microdosing. How do you feel about that?
It's gay. I don't know.
Period. Okay.
Okay. Robby.
Yes.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee, or text me if you need anything. My name is Amy.
I mean, who's Amy? If you know what, if
can't
Amy, if
ask
I
who
got a
Amy
text
is.
like this from Amy,
Right.
I'd be thrilled.
Exactly. You
'Cause I might
always
need
want-
something.
Yeah, you want an Amy, you want an Amanda.
I might need something.
Right.
Well, and not to,
I would not hesitate.
in this scenario, Amy's speaking to you in person. She hasn't texted you yet.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's this?
Yeah, in this scenario,
She's holding a clipboard?
she's holding a clipboard and she's saying, and by the way, text me if you need anything. I'm Amy.
What's the number? I mean, how am I gonna get this bitch on the line if I need something?
Well, and that's the thing.
Maybe she's being fake.
That's the thing.
Maybe
Amy's
sort of two-faced bitch.
she's offering fake help. She's
Yeah.
being like, feel free to text me,
I
but
will
not tell
call
me the
her
number.
motherfucking bluff. I don't give a fuck.
You're
I'm
gonna
like,
steal her phone and give yourself her number?
bitch, I need toothpaste. I don't know what I need. I don't know.
Okay, Robby. Calling a penis a hog, calling a vagina a beaver, or
Ugh.
calling your senator to demand they do something about climate change. This is a crisis.
The dick hog. Who cares?
That is
Why
sort
do
of the
I
correct
have
sentiment.
Kevin James and Adam Sandler looking at me?
So Kevin James and Adam Sandler are sort of the patron saints of this podcast because they are gay men in that one movie.
Oh.
And Chuck and Larry.
I think
Chuck and
he's
Larry.
so funny in King of Queens.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, yeah.
he's an American treasure, to be clear.
How fun is that show? Leia Remini, I might do a rewatch. I'm thinking about it.
You know, I actually think you might have brought this up on your episode of our podcast.
Oh, I brought it up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that show.
Yeah, Kevin James. Do you think between Kevin James and Adam Sandler, if you had to choose, which would you?
Adam Sandler, he's such a cutie.
Yeah, you gotta.
He's a cutie, but he reminds me of my brother Levi, who's not such a cutie.
Well, you don't
It's an alternate universe thing.
talk about nuance.
Yeah,
You want someone to remind you of your brother just a little bit.
not my brothers. That's the reason I'm gay.
Oh,
She spilled.
Are we done?
We're done.
Okay, Robbie, we have to rank you on a scale of 0 to 1,000 doves. I have a feeling this is not going to end well for any of us.
Well, I actually am. This is a fear-based decision.
Yeah.
I want you to go first.
You know, I'm torn because on the one hand, I feel like there's tension, and I want to be on Robbie's good side because we're only halfway done. But on the other hand, I'm like, at what point do I have to put my foot down and stick up for myself?
No, yeah.
Well, this is sort of a running theme of the weekend. You
Well,
know?
what is it, George?
You know, anything we do, Robbie will say, "Oh, there's men oppressing me again."
There
as
we
an-
go.
As an LGBTQ plus woman.
There
Well,
we
if we
go.
give her a high
They're
sure,
starting
it's
to see.
they're condescending
Then
to me.
it's
They
they're
don't treat me like a
condescending to
man. If it's a low score, it's like you think I'm stupid because I'm a
Yeah.
woman.
Well, it all comes down to, you know, you have to treat people based on what their gender is.
That's what it all.
And based on
comes
that,
down to.
I would say I'm going to give Robbie 800 doves.
I lost 200 doves.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. You're wrong. You're insecure. Men can't give a compliment. I had a guy literally like leap up to me. He was so excited to see me. This happened in LA last time. My girlfriend now could vouch. Okay. He came up, he's like, "Oh, you're a comedian. I saw you here." And then I go, "Oh, thank you. How was it?" Just, I don't know what to say. And he goes, "Oh, you did a lot of pedophile material." And then he said, he wouldn't give a compliment. Like he was so excited to see me, but then wouldn't. Then his girlfriend comes out. She goes, "Oh my God, we thought you were the funniest at that show." So of course she gave a compliment. But could you imagine this man like already gave up that he was so excited to see me,
Yeah.
but then couldn't follow it up with an actual nice thing?
Yeah.
When clearly the whole car ride home, they were like, "Robby Hoffman's pedophile shit." I'm so sick of it.
Well, I had something.
Like cutting off this 200, like skimming from the top, is so a man thing. It's like 800. I'm gonna give a minus just because she's a woman.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I have to agree
Thank you.
100%. I was going to say 1,000 doves.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a motherfucking ally over here.
I just want to say I stand by my score.
I also want to say, Robbie, to your point of people not being able to give a compliment, I got negged in the biggest way at a very chic restaurant in Brooklyn. This little twink was the waiter, and he was like, "Hey, are you Sam Taggart?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And then, and he was like, "Mm-hmm. My friends listen to your podcast."
Like, what is that?
So rude. I've never felt smaller in my life.
I feel fine. I told us, I go, "Oh, you can't give a compliment."
Yeah.
That's what I told that guy. I will destroy. Like, you're running up to me. I didn't even want the compliment. But if you're going to run up to me, just give it and leave.
One of the most stigmatized things in our society is saying nothing, and people are afraid of it. So they are like, "Well, I have to say something," but then they don't stick the landing. They're like, "Well, I have to start talking." Oh no, now I'm talking. What comes now? It's like, remember we were somewhere and someone was like, "Are you guys podcasting?" We were like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Bye."
No, I remember that so vividly because also we were with our dear friends Charlie Roday and Natalie Rotter-Lightman.
Yes.
And then the person was like, "And are you guys stand-ups?"
Yeah.
And one, our stand-up comedy background was being erased in front of us.
Yeah. So we're just podcasting.
So we're just podcasters.
By the way,
now.
none of the four of us got compliments. We were just clocked for our career paths.
Yeah. It's such a bizarro. And you know what? That twink, a man.
Yeah.
I don't care how small that waist is. You're still a man.
It is what it is. I'm bringing back Dyke's anti-men because for a while we did. Oh, we like men. We don't. Okay, and I'm throwing the gays in there too.
Yeah.
But I will be cordial and work with them, and I am. And the reason why you cut off 200 is because, first of all, it's for sure 1,000 because I was your best guest, best episode, to the point that you brought me back on your live for these 20 people.
Well, but
So the proof is in the pudding.
But have you thought about almost reclaiming the 800? Being like, that's right, I got 800.
I got 1,000. I know the real score. It's like, I know I got 1,000, and that's
saying,
you. The 200 is you.
But
Nothing to do with
many
me.
people have gotten 1,000 before. Some of the men even. People who you would not respect artistically.
I would give
Why
them
do you want to be
scores.
in that club?
'Cause
and not claim 800?
Because I just know I'm the only 1,000. Otherwise, they would be sitting here during the
all
live.
past scores.
Well, let me see. I give a score, and it's going to be right. You guys,
Right.
he knows how to score. You have an insecurity in your scoring.
Totally.
So I'm not taking that personally.
Should we get into our topic?
Okay.
Let's get into the topic.
You know, we don't know what it is, and it's a surprise for us too. So we would love to hear what topic you brought in.
Well,
So for
my
anyone who doesn't
topic
know-
last time you said
Society.
was society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's straight culture,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
My topic today is everything.
Wow.
My topic today,
Wow.
it's everything. I'm sorry.
Oh my
you,
God.
You tell me where I'm
Robbie,
wrong.
your topic is everything?
No, it is everything.
No.
It is everything.
Oh
It is
my
everything.
God.
It is everything.
You are
Okay.
infuriating.
No. Look at everything. Let's
Right.
take this room. Let's start from the vantage point of ourselves. Look at the room. The carpet, straight. the decor, straight. And thank God, because gays were trying, and then they went too far with Queer Eye. Everything looks bad. So just now I'm into shitty, straight rooms.
You're 100. You're so correct with
Yeah.
that assessment.
Thank
It's
you.
like
See?
you actually have to. We have to give up on gay interior decor.
Ugh, horrendous.
Lean into this exact carpet. I want
Lean
all
into
of
this.
your homes to have this carpet. wall
You know
to
what?
wall.
It's like going to a rich house versus a poor house, okay? And of course, here I am, woe is me again. Classic. Okay? But let's just think about it for a second. Rich houses have no chill. Okay? Oftentimes they have great toys or whatever, but you can't go in the fridge. You can't go in this room. You can't go in that room. You can't, okay? A poor house, sometimes I like seeing old friends. A, I feel better about where I am.
Of course.
But B, I go in there and they got like Coke, like Coca-Cola on the table, Coca-Cola. We got Doritos. It's a beautiful sunny day. The blinds are fucking down. We're not enjoying the sunny day. The fuck in this den, we're watching 90 Day and we're fucking chilling. You can smoke. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And there's nothing like a poor chill. Okay, you go to a rich house, they got the pool, they got everything, but nobody's chilling. It's bright.
Right.
It's like, it's a beautiful day. Shut the fucking blinds. Okay, there's a fucking glare on the TV. I can't see nothing.
So you're saying rich is straight, poor is gay.
No, poor
She's saying
poor is
everything
straight.
is
Rich
straight.
is gay.
Rich is gay.
If anything,
Oh, right. Rich is gay and gay is bad.
gay is bad.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to make.
Gay
yes,
is bad
okay.
for sure, but straights made gay good.
Yeah.
But anybody who's gay going, it sucks.
Right.
We're not doing like people like, how do you fuck? I'm like, we don't really. Like, like I'm missing a lot. Like I'm happy. I'm rolling around. It's fine.
Totally.
But it's like it's not a better scenario.
Yeah.
You know, but straights are like, but it's cool to be gay. It's like, not really. You made it cool to make it okay, and that's gay. I don't know. It gets gay again quick.
You're saying it's cyclical, where it's like you almost can't be gay because you're going to cycle back to straight at some point.
I think the new gay is the dyke. And hear me out. If anything, dykes are coming up style-wise.
True.
Okay. The gays, they've oversaturated. That queer eye, one is worse than the next. I should be the sixth queer eye, if we're honest.
Yeah, you should be the
course,
sixth
yeah.
one and then murder all of them.
Yeah, the hateful queer eye.
Because I would go in there, I'd fix up your fucking financials, print a visa statement. Okay? Print a visa statement. How many fucking DoorDashes are you getting? And then you wonder why the fuck you're single. Okay, I would rough them up.
Yeah.
But we're not ready for that. They're not ready for the dykes to come in and bust your shit open. They need friendly fake gays. The dykes, we're not going to be friendly. We're coming in with fucking AK-47s and blowing your shit up. So that's the queer eye. That's the HBO Max queer eye.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I think it's not.
I mean,
really
Robbie, I would argue that gay guys also feel that way about queer eye for the most part.
I know.
You'd be surprised.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. I do agree with you that at this point in history and time, queer women are aesthetically way more advanced than gay men. And gay men are regressing by the hour.
They are regressing. Yeah, they're regressing. They used to be smart. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know where that went. That was like out. They used to be like cool, smart, kind of low key.
And do you feel like straight people have not caught on that they now need to be taking orders from lesbians? So
no, because we don't push. We're like Jews. Like Jews.
And thank you, because I was going to bring that up.
The Jews, we don't, what's the word, proselytize?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
we don't want you to convert. We don't care. We're just here being better. Okay?
Right.
And everybody's mad about it, but we're not inviting you. We don't give a fuck. If you want to do it, fucking work and do it. Okay, it's going to take you 11 months and you fucking do the work. I'm not helping you. I'm not holding your hand.
Right.
Okay, you prove to me. That's what dykes are like.
Yeah, so you would never stoop as low as to be a Fab Five going around, you know, you and the Indigo Girls, house by house.
No, they could come to me and I could give it to them real. I'd sit like on a Pope chair like this.
Right.
And I beg, what you would have to bring me is a few things. A visa statement.
Mm-hmm.
We're going through. Okay. Your favorite outfit. Okay. You know, and a picture of your house because I don't want to go in there.
Right.
There's no way I'm stepping into that COVID-infested fucking den.
Do you think we'll have a lesbian president?
I hope not. I don't want to. I don't vote. I don't do nothing. I'm not that whole thing. The government, the weird big company that we're calling the government.
Right.
Sure.
I'm just trying to stash as much money as I can and just live my life.
You know,
I want to be in the
I'm
Cayman
always
Islands.
surprised by you.
I want to do this. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Somebody, they said, do you vote locally? I said, what?
Yeah.
And then the shit came to the house. They said, for the school. I said, fuck the school. Fuck this. Fuck this. I don't care about none of it. I don't recycle.
Your willingness
I do
to alienate,
Yeah, it's really shocking.
to go right up to truly everyone's like laughing at everything you're saying. They're eating out of the palm of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, don't care about local politics. Never vote in my
Yeah.
life.
Never
yeah.
vote.
I'm like, I want to push it. Robbie, where do you stand on guns?
Pro-gun. Pro-gun, but I think we give them to mothers. If you're a mother,
this is how
I think
you
if
say it.
only mothers had guns, the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
Instead,
So
we
it shouldn't
gave
be
them to
mothers
men,
against
worst
guns.
possible.
It's mothers owning guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a mother and you want a gun, I don't question shit a mother does.
Okay.
She kills. If a mother kills somebody, believe me, they ought to die. Okay,
Yeah.
but we gave them to men who shoot cans. What the can do? I don't understand why men had them, but I think it should be like some like basic law that like even if a man holds a gun, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a really good idea.
Well, because you think of everything, it's like again, everything is straight. But it's like when you think of the Ukraine and you think of Russia. You heard about this? Right, it's a big story where I am. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, it's huge in
You think
LA.
about this, it's like if women were doing that, you think we'd be like, let's go bash them in the head. Like women wouldn't organize to do, we wouldn't be like, you know what, we're gonna go bash all those people in the head. So the guns wouldn't even really be used. It'd be one psycho bitch who had to take some dude out and we'd be like, bitch, yeah.
Okay.
You know, we would use it
Okay.
with a sophistication. a sophistication.
Right.
It's kind of the way that dykes apply masculinity. I have a sophisticated essence of masculinity.
Robbie-
You have too much.
Robbie, did you see the Barbie?
Wow. People always say that about us.
Yeah, too much masculinity.
Especially
Robbie,
you.
what you're describing sounds a lot like sort of the plot of the Barbie movie to me. Did you see it?
Yeah, did you see the Barbie movie?
The Barbie movie was so messy. Okay, here's the whole thing. Did they get out of the vortex? Did they get out of the thing? Like, we don't even know. They didn't clean it up. Okay, they needed to Botox the main guy.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
They
should have uncanceled Army Hammer and put him as the Ken. He was too pointy to be Ken.
He was too pointy
He was
to be
too
Ken.
pointy. He almost had a Jewish disposition in his face about him, which is not
Oh my
Ken.
God.
I understand.
No, Ken's a Nazi. I mean, come on, like we've seen Ken. Army Hammer playing a Jew not once but twice is more offensive than him being a cannibal. Because they had him in the Ruth Bader Ginsburg movie.
Yeah.
Okay, as the husband, and they had him in
Call Me by Your Name.
Call Me by Your Name as a Jew in the 30s. Whatever. It's like if Jews look like that, there would be no Holocaust. Like, what are you talking about? Wake up.
Okay, so
So he should have been Ken.
he should have been.
So
Ken.
he should have been Ken.
Yeah, and the cannibal thing, it actually works out for the character. And then, and the Barbie was good, but I thought they had such a missed opportunity with the dance numbers. First of all, they gave 2 dance numbers to Ken, not to Barbie. Very strange. Barbie danced at some point, but no singing. They could have done something with the feet and the limitations of the body of a Barbie. But they fucking missed the opportunity. And the dancing choreography was horrendous and poorly executed. And they should have just the choreographers should have stayed with all these non-dancers until they got every step fucking perfect. But the fact that I don't know dance and I saw them misstepping is like wild to me.
Well, this is
So
uncomfortable.
imagine you're a dancer. I feel bad for the dance community. Because a dance community, and there is a community, I don't know them. But I have to imagine, it's like when I'm watching something hyper Jewish and they get it wrong, I go, I feel bad for the Jewish community.
Wow.
Well,
So the dance community is watching and going, what's this mess?
Yeah,
With
what
this
do you
much
think is
money.
worse? Call Me by Your Name being offensive to the Jewish community, or Barbie being offensive to the dance community?
The dance community is really let down with Barbie.
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say that. I will say that because they could have done something with the toes. Remember the toes?
Yeah.
Like imagine, and then Barbie moves kind of like fucked. Look, you know when you're playing with Barbie and you want her to really spread her legs, you can't or something. Just me.
So you're trying
But
to spread her legs.
yeah.
Yeah, or like her arm is like fucking dislocated. Like they could have done some good shit with Barbie as a doll and they just didn't do it. And then they fucking killed off the one teenager that had some shit to say. She said some shit at the beginning and then she like disappeared.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to, this is going to be uncomfortable, but bring out our next guest. Please welcome Greta Gerwig, everybody.
Listen,
Her straight topic is coming of age.
set design spectacular.
Yeah, you can't deny that the set design was spectacular.
Yeah, huge shout out to the set design.
Huge shout out. Do you think that set designer was a lesbian or a gay?
There's probably just a great woman.
Straight woman.
A mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
you
mother.
know-
A mother.
mother.
It was
A mother with a
she
gun.
was definitely a mother with a gun.
Yeah, the set design was really good. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't have real Barbie. Again, I grew up poor for those. Okay, we had the Barbies that came from like Dollarama or whatever, you know, so they were real, you know, they were hollow. The bitch was hollow. Okay. Like they weren't like thick. And then like also, you know, and I kind of like you knew, but I had this fake Barbie horse. Also, they had the accoutrement, you know, but the horse was hollow. But the horse, I loved the horse because it did have the hair on it with that little brush. And the horse's name, I don't know if I named this or she came like this, but her name was Cindy. And I just thought Cindy was the most gorgeous name.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like, my God, look at my horse, Cindy. And I'd tell people, I'd be like, this is Cindy. Like, she's a fucking stallion. Look at this shit. Okay. And my mother would come into the room and she'd be like, why are your Barbies? You know, they were always naked,
Right.
you know. And I'd be like, first of all, don't call them Barbies. Okay,
Right.
they're
If-
not.
Yeah, if you can't afford
they're
real
not
Barbies,
genuine.
then don't call
Okay,
my.
but she'd be like, why are they always naked? Can't you do something? Can't you? I'm like, they have nothing to wear. They are sick of everything. Because the bitch comes in one outfit, she's done with it. But then, there was separate outfits you could buy that my mother wouldn't go out and buy. But I was like, she's sick of everything. And now I'm a lesbian, so you don't know.
I mean, I do think playing with Barbies and the takeaway being my horse Cindy is a fucking stallion is one of the most lesbian things I've heard.
So that's my one note for the movie. I wish they had the Barbie horse.
Yeah.
That one note was like a
That's
half
true.
hour long.
Yeah. Well, it's a note.
Well,
It's a fucking note. I'll tell you something. If they brought me into the Barbie movie 2 years ago, we'd be seeing a better movie. You better believe that choreography would be top.
You would be the choreographer?
oh, you want to be the
No,
choreographer?
I would watch. I'd be like, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
Do you? I have a question. Oh, we're running out of time. I have a question for your topic, which is
Everything.
like everything is straight. Okay. So my question for you is like, is there hope? Can anything ever not be straight?
I want everything to be straighter. I think the gays have been given too much.
Just when you think you understand.
Yeah, everything
I
is
am
straight, which
done.
is good.
Well, queer culture is straight. Now they're like in on it. It's like, let's go back to
Yeah.
being secret. Let's go back to abolishing everything. Let's just go back to our little lives. I don't even want to be known. It's like when this whole they them thing happened and I'm just living my life. And I'm like, what? Why does everybody know me? What the fuck is going on? So now I'm the last she, her on the motherfucking planet. Go back to not knowing me. Who cares? Okay, I look weird. It's fine. Okay, I don't want everybody looking at me like that. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got to go back to a fully straight world. It was a lot calmer. I'm saying the Clinton era. Okay,
Right.
now other
bring
stuff.
back the war on drugs while we're at it.
No, everything else fine. We can fix politically all that, but I'm saying for the straightness of that
Right.
era, that's what I want.
I would be
So
okay.
the president's
Well-
getting his dick sucked, all that straight stuff. Let's just keep it, okay? And
You
let
want
me
the
be on the
straight people
fringe.
to be the fringe sexual maniacs. You want
No,
the
I want the straight people to be mainstream again, and I want to be gay
and
fringe
the queer people to be
In the shadows.
desexualized and in the shadows.
in the shadows.
In the
In the
shadows.
shadows, hidden.
That's it.
Yeah. Maybe we can rather than coming out of the shadows, we can reclaim the shadows.
But
and be
not like
well, it's
bash or
shady.
anything. I just want the straight element of that era. Do
Right,
you
right, right.
understand?
Yeah.
Don't start getting into the weeds of this and that. We understand what I'm saying. I want the straightness of that era back and
Yeah.
let the dykes just live in some area of this city and the gays do this, they do that. And nobody knows, and we're not on every show, and there's
Yeah.
no shows about us. That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
So we're not on every show, and there are no shows.
There's no shows.
There's no shows about us.
There's no
Yeah.
shows
Or
about us.
would you
There's
be
maybe
okay
one
with-
gay kid, and he's weird on the show.
Okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
punchline,
So you're
punchline.
okay with like gay receptionist archetype coming back?
Love
like
that.
Lesbian.
That's it.
car
Lesbian,
mechanic.
yeah, she's a car mechanic. She's just,
Yeah.
let's just let straights have their one gay there, and then we do our own shit.
Yeah.
And we don't vote, and we're not a part of society,
Right.
and we just
The not voting thing you're really stuck on.
No, we're not voting. In that world, we don't know what's going on. That's the
Right.
straight thing that
So-
they did, this weird voting system.
Yeah.
The gays, we just, yeah, you want a beer? I'll have a beer, sure. We don't really need a whole system like that. Dykes, it's like so easy. You go to Dykes. I mean, it's a scary place for you. Okay, you ever been to a lesbian's house? Okay, this is a serious affair. Take your shoes off, shut up, and pay attention.
Yeah. Take
Okay,
your
we're-
shoes
we're-
off.
we're
A very
talking about-
violent dog is about to attack you.
Yes. We're going to be talking about colonialism, and we have beers in the fridge. But nobody has a problem. They go, oh, okay,
Yeah.
colonialism. I'll
But
grab
see,
a
this is
beer.
interesting. You do want to have conversations about colonialism, but you don't want to vote.
Yeah.
Okay. You want politics to be a sort of theoretical, like something fun to do at a dinner party.
Well,
No,
you
if
want
it
to be like,
worked,
But
I
in the
would do it.
home.
No,
wanna be like an
for me, it's
intellectual.
always been about, and this is not the gay thing. This
Yeah.
is this is the poor thing again. Woe was me. But it's always been rich versus poor for me. So
Right.
I never saw Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal. They're all rich. It never trickled back down to us. We never saw nothing. I'm rich now. I don't see nothing. So it doesn't work.
Right.
So it's a whole. It's just a game. It's sports. I don't even know. I don't follow sports, so I don't follow the government. It's not liberal. Hillary Clinton is the same to me as Trump. Maybe there's small nuanced differences. I don't feel those differences down here. So the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, one of
is-
them was president.
Yeah, but they both suck. I don't know. They're both rich, and that's it. I want some, you know, I want like we just promote like some, you know, you're working at McDonald's, whatever. And you're like, you're the president now. Great.
Right.
I'd fucking pay attention. I'm like, what is this? And the country would probably fall apart, but at least I could, okay, I saw it fall apart. I understand what happened here. I don't know. The government is a straight weird thing that got too big. And it got bizarre. It's like a company. And you're expecting the company to work. Like
Right.
if you're at a company and you're on Slack or something, you're like, oh, the boss is, she doesn't know what the hell is going on.
Meanwhile, all
right?
the employees
That's
are
the
at
same
podcast
thing if you're
recording.
working. If you're working at the government, you're probably like, they don't know what they're doing. It's a disaster here. Like, it's a company where you probably think a lot of people don't know what they're doing. He doesn't do his job. She doesn't do his job. So it cannot work.
Right.
Well, now's when we start the Q&A portion. Who would like to respond to Robby?
The only real solution, and this is if we're ready to have a conversation, is I would be president. But I don't want a voting. We just say you're the president, and I would at least fix some shit. Give me 1 year.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with that. I've actually always kind of wanted a benevolent dictator.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
always felt like
yeah,
if they're benevolent, then
benevolent.
what's the issue?
So, Robby,
It
what's
would be so easy. I would go house to house. I go to every rich neighborhood. I'd say, you have this much money. We're taking this much money.
Oh,
Okay. And then I would
slay.
put it all in a pile in the middle of the city. And everybody you get a little piece. Everybody gets a package of money. And we don't talk about it. There's no taxes. You don't do nothing. Everybody just takes it. We don't have to file. Filing taxes is a weird thing where it's like the government knows how much we owe, but then makes us guess it. And then I'm like, what? So what kind of a system? Just take what you need and leave me the rest. Like, I don't want to, I don't understand. So, yeah, there's no taxes. I do the taxes. I just take some from you, some. And it's kind of like when I moved to Canada, we moved in such a, not without my daughter, but Hasidic way, where we just had to come in the middle of the year, nothing. And we had 4 rows on the plane. I have 9 siblings, wake up. Okay. And I had my mother in the front and my grandfather in the back. And we were kosher. So my mother bought us Fritos for the plane, right? 6 hours. Why not? Okay. So, but there was one bag of Fritos and everybody had to take and pass it. Take and pass it. I was sitting in the back row. I didn't get no Fritos. I started freaking out on the plane. I'm like, I'm like, see, I didn't get Fritos. He took, Shmuley took, everybody took. I don't have no Fritos. My grandfather went and he took 2 Fritos from everyone, make me a little pile of Fritos. That's what I would do for the government.
I mean, that was literally,
Wow, people are
she's
cheering.
running. She's running.
And that's it. That person's happy.
Joe
and
Biden is
everybody
here.
still had Fritos.
He's resigning, and Robby is officially president.
Wow. I mean, that was literally a speech. That was really powerful.
I've never been more pumped to
Yeah,
go
I'm-
out there and not vote.
Yeah.
Don't vote, folks.
Wow.
Yeah,
You have my nothing.
Yeah, you have my promise that I will not vote for you
You
or
take
anyone.
a little bit. It's so easy. It's an easy
Yeah.
system, and it works. Everybody had Fritos, and everybody was happy.
It's true.
There you go.
One person's crying, so don't make them cry. Help them out.
It is ultimately
so easy.
a pro-social system that you are proposing.
Very.
Yeah.
Like underneath it all.
Yeah, underneath a lot of
Underneath
Underneath
a lot.
it all. What was that song? Gays
No
love
doubt.
songs. Underneath it all.
Oh, Shakira.
There's a dun. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Underneath your
There's
clothes.
a song I chose. Something like
There's
that.
an endless story.
There's an endless story.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to give it up for the gays that know the music.
gotta give
That's
it
so
up.
true. So true.
Because sometimes I need to know a song, and there's no gays around.
Yeah, they
That
were
must
the
be
original
hard.
Shazam.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, I'd put you guys in charge of music. Easy. Spotify, it's yours.
Oh, I love that.
That's nice.
You know,
That's
Gays are
equality.
just in charge of live of
Equality.
music.
You delegate. You delegate.
Pass
All
the
right.
aux.
Well, Robby, so this has been a sort of, live recording, one could say. We're doing like a sort of normal episode of the podcast, but we wanted to bring in a little hint of our famous raucous live shows to Montreal, Canada. And so we're going to do a final segment that's something we do at our live shows, and it's a segment called Is She There Yet? And should I explain?
You're so good at this.
So, this is actually a Canada-coded story.
Okay, love that.
So the story behind this segment. So our good friend Celeste Yim, past a guest of this podcast and also Canada native, told us a story once about being at the Toronto Film Festival, TIFF. And
Toronto International.
Film Festival, thank you. And they were at the talkback for the Grace Jones documentary. And there was a Q&A portion, and someone on stage, director, producer, someone said, they just don't make icons like Grace Jones anymore. They don't make icons like that anymore. And someone in the audience said, what about Janelle Monáe? And then...
Both are not that famous.
All right.
Come on.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on.
No, an icon to me, Celine Dion, Canadian. Come on,
Okay.
wake up.
Well, hold on.
Just
Hold
you
on.
hold your
Just you
horses.
wait. Hold on. Let him finish.
They say, what about Janelle Monáe? And then the person in the panel said, she's not there yet. And so that was the genesis of this
Totally
game we play
agree.
called Is She There Yet? Where we give you a series of people, concepts,
Love
things,
that.
and we need you to tell us, is she there yet?
Perfect.
Okay.
I love this.
I had a feeling you would. And so because we're in Canada, we wanted to do a sort of Canadian version of Is She There Yet? Where we're going to
Love
give you
that.
all Canadian things. All right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Sam, go ahead.
Okay. And you already said it. Celine Dion. Is she there yet?
She invented it.
All right, Robby. Alanis Morissette, is she there yet?
She's there.
Yeah. She's there.
That album?
Well,
I just started re-listening again to that
we're
album.
talking Jagged Little Pill.
You bet. And isn't it ironic? Don't you
Yeah.
think? A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think. Kills me.
Remember that period where everyone was like, that's not what irony is?
I hated that
yeah.
period.
Who do you
I
think you
hated
are
that
exactly?
period.
Sit down.
You know
I
what
thought
that
it was irony.
That was
too.
VH1 talking head period.
Yeah,
That was every
yeah.
single comedian from
Pop-up video.
every single comedian being like, isn't it funny that that's not actually what ironic means?
Yeah, guess what? No, it's not funny.
Meanwhile,
Shut
they own a home.
up. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
please. Don't get me started.
Okay. Trudeau.
No, terrible.
She's not there yet?
Hey, he's a Nepo baby.
Nepo
Get out
baby?
of here.
Yeah. So she...
And he's Trudeau. He is Che. Who is he?
Che Diaz.
No, who's Cuba?
Che Guevara.
Wait, is it Che Guevara?
Yeah.
That's his son. You seen this picture? Castro. It's Castro's son. Identical, uncanny. And then people go, it's not true because the timing didn't work out. Back then, it's not like they had paparazzi like they have now. It was only print, so that you could fudge the timing. Okay. So then I go to them. I'm like, okay, let me look at Trudeau, and let me look at. Okay, they're identical, uncanny. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then, sure enough, you find Margaret, the wife, Margaret Trudeau, hanging out with Castro, with the baby. I'm like, this shit happened. Like, wake up.
I mean,
Would
I
you
don't
say-
care, but it happened.
Do you think Fidel Castro's there yet?
Oh yeah.
I'm just.
I mean, an icon's an icon.
an icon's an icon.
Literally.
I'm just so impressed that you were able to take this segment so light, so fluffy, and spread conspiracy theories with it.
It's not a conspiracy theory. It's literally the truth. It's so weird that people want to like go through the mental gymnastics of, well, the timing of this. It's like, the bitch had an affair. He looks identical. Wake up. Like, only if you're blind will I accept that. Like, it's just the truth.
Robby.
Oh, you trust the government?
Oh my
How
god!
gay is that?
Get
Where's
this
the
girl a
government?
gun.
Okay, what's the next
Go
one? I'm
ahead.
so sick of this one.
Poutine. Is she there yet?
I love poutine. Oh, this La Fleur right here. That's the first, because my sister Devora, shout out, she just got into USC Master of Social Work,
off.
okay? And she's a much better person than I am. She did the cutest thing when I got into the festival. I've been in the festival now a few times. Okay, maybe at the beginning I was overlooked, but I'm there now. Okay. People love having me at this festival, and I love being here. But my sister, I took it for granted. I'm coming back. Sure, I'm going to Montreal. My sister, she just got back from Canada, from Vancouver, visiting my other sister, and she had an extra $50 Canadian. 2 20s, 2 5. Okay, the blue fives, there's nothing like a blue five. Okay. 20s are green. It's nice. And she puts it in an envelope. She sticks it in my door before I go with a little heart sticker. She still has a sticker. I'm like, did she buy the sticker? And she just said, look what you did. Because that's something that we always say to each other. When she got into school, I said, no connections, no money. I'm like, look what you fucking did. You did this shit. So she said, look what you did. And she gave me, and she said, just, have a poutine when you get there. First thing I did, I said, you know what? I'm going to take her 50. I went to La Fleur. I bought a poutine, a hot dog, all dressed. Okay, an orange crush. Okay, and a glass of wine from a hotel. And I went back to my fucking room. It was just delightful.
The turn emotionally.
It's genius.
I
It's
cannot
It's like
believe-
you thought, oh, I'm losing them with Fidel
that
Castro.
so sweet?
I'm going to literally emotionally manipulate them
That is so toxic.
by
It is
making up a story about my
insane.
sister. Only child.
Oh my God. Okay, and to follow up on that,
She's
Robby, McDonald's poutine.
I love it also.
Wow.
I think McDonald's is the greatest restaurant that ever was. That's why there's so
You're
many
not
of
gonna
them.
get any disagreements from us there.
Well, you know, if something else was the best restaurant, there'd be a million of them.
Period.
There's a reason there's a
Populous,
million of them because it's
populous
the best restaurant in the world. Taste-wise,
Robby.
taste-wise.
Degrassi.
Degrassi Jr., hi.
Degrassi as a cultural phenomenon.
Is she there
Is
yet?
she there yet?
No.
Yeah.
But can I tell you my Degrassi story?
I think you're gonna.
You don't think they came to my school, they wanted me to audition for the redhead girl? Okay? And I know Stacey Farber now, and she's lovely. Okay, we almost wrote something together, but she kind of, I lost her in the divorce to my ex. Anyway,
Yeah.
It is what it is. Fine. I don't cross lines. I'm very loyal. So I do well in some play. I don't know. I have a natural. Okay? But my mother was it's really amazing. Like a Michael Jackson never could have happened to anybody in my family because my mother didn't trust no one. Like she'd be like, my kid's not going anywhere, thanks. Okay? She wouldn't care what happened. Like my mother, when she would give me a bath, even if my great uncle or my grandfather took me swimming, she'd be like, where'd your grandfather put on his swim trunks? I'm like, I don't fucking know. She's asking about her own father. That's how alert she was. He was the greatest man that ever was. We were very close, but she would be like, well, where did you... I'm like, I don't know where this man fucking gets dressed. What are you, sick? Thinking she's sick. But she asked the tough questions. She did tough love. Okay, and guess who wasn't fucking molested as a child? Okay? Let me continue.
No, that's not the end.
No,
Oh
it's
my
not the end. It's not the end. So at school...
You are breaking me.
At school, this director says, oh, Robby did very well in the audition. We want her to go to Toronto. Okay, she has to meet with the director, and they're doing like chemistry. Like all the other kids are cast. This is like one of the last kids. We need this redhead. I had gorgeous red hair at the time. I pull it back, sleek back, but you can't really tell. There's a hint. Anyway. My mother picked up the phone, and they said, huh? Toronto? She's not going nowhere. Okay, I'll tell you where she's going. Nowhere. Okay. And my mother came into the room. She said, you're staying right fucking here. Okay, you're not doing that acting program no more either. And that was the end of that. She was so freaked out that a grown man wanted to take me somewhere. You're not doing that acting program. You want to act? You do a play right here in your room. She said, you can print out scenes and you can do them right here. That's the end of that program.
And look at you now. You're doing
free.
a podcast live at the
Look
Hilton.
at this. Look at this. But you look at Amanda Bynes and you go, you know what? My mother had a point.
Wow. And now we said it.
Yeah.
Okay, Robby, French fur traders, are they there yet?
What?
French fur traders.
I don't, Hudson's Bay, it's too expensive. I don't know.
Period. Okay. Final.
I want a blanket, but at what
Final one.
cost?
Yeah.
All right. The final thing is Shawn Mendes and other celebrities that hide being Canadian.
Shawn Mendes is absolutely there yet. I think he's
really?
also gay.
Well, he's closeted. He hides his Canadianness and his gayness.
Yeah, he's doing what you want. He's back in the shadows. Are you
Yeah.
I
happy?
love that. I love that. That is classy. That is classy.
Wow. Well.
He looks good, does he
he's
not?
closeted? That's classy.
Oh, chic.
Of course.
Finally, some class.
Finally.
This town.
Wow.
He actually could save the gay community by never coming out.
And yet,
Would you be willing to go back in the closet for the greater good?
Some people, it's like the genie. It's like you can't put it back in.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Robby, any final words?
No.
Give it up for Robby Hoffman, everybody.
Wow.
Come see me Saturday. We have like 10 tickets left. Theater St. Catherine. Come see me. Follow me on everything if you're not already.
And also your new
That's it.
podcast.
I have a new podcast coming out. But please put this in your thing. Too Far, Robby Hoffman and Rachel Colley. The point of the podcast is nothing. And give it a listen.
Wow.
Wow.
Robby Hoffman,
All right,
everybody.
Robby
Thank you.
Hoffman.
Wow. All right, and thank you all for coming. That was StraightioLab
Thank you, guys.
Live.